priority over everybody else.
Yeah, that's crazy.
What loadout am I taking?
SAW.
That one right there.
Copy. Copy.
Copy pasta.
Okay, so I'm gonna say the same thing I just did to Tomlin real quick. I assume you guys were taught in bronze how to ace interact and change your fire rate and everything. Is
Yes.
that correct?
Correct.
Copy.
Okay. So, come over here to this arsenal box real quick. Then open the arsenal. And tell me when you're looking at the rifles.
Alright.
Mine's still loading, actually.
Yeah, it takes a
Well, I
long
got
time the first
better
time,
hardware
but
than
once
you
you do it the first time, it loads very quickly.
Alright, I'm looking at rifles.
Okay. So you should see all the M249s there,
Alright,
right?
rifle's ready.
Yes,
User in
see
your
all the
channel timed out.
M249s.
There's about like 6 or 7 of them.
Yes.
You can hear
0
them?
timed out.
Oh, he said you timed out on TeamSpeak.
What the fudge?
If his TeamSpeak doesn't work, I can always just belay him the information. If you're alright with that. He's currently checking out what's the
User
problem.
joined your channel.
What the fuck?
Our IT guy is screwing around with things.
Okay.
Tell him
0,
to
you
stop.
looking at the rifles in the arsenal?
That business call, I think? Hello?
You can continue with training.
Hmm?
Hello?
What'd you say?
I said if you like, you continue with training.
Okay. Is he listening?
Yes, he is.
Okay. So if you look at the rifles, you should see all the M249s, right? There's about
Yes.
7 or 8 of them. They're basically all just different variants. They don't really have any statistical difference other than the first one.
Hello?
Which
Of
you can't
what?
put any sights on. But all the M249s are 5.56. They have 200 round belts. They have 100 round belt variants, but you never really take those. You always take the 200 round belts. This one is a lot more mobile compared to the next machine gun that I'm gonna go over.
Okay.
Typically, you'll always see at least one M249 in a squad. You'll rarely see the M240 unless the team taking it is going to be like a fire support team, like overlooking a town or something. But yeah, that's the M249. If you look a couple spaces above that, you should see the M240s. There's 3 variants of those.
The M240. So you get M240 Bravo, M240 Bravo Cap, and the M240 Golf.
Yep. There's
Okay.
not really much difference between them again. But there is one thing to note. Whenever you take an M240, the game for some reason defaults you to 50 round magazines, or boxes I guess.
Okay.
And obviously you don't want those, so
You have to switch it out.
yeah, switch it out for 100 round boxes.
Gotcha.
But yeah, the main difference between them is the M249 is 5.56, the M240 is 7.62.
Now,
So you
Changes
got a
a
little bit more
lot in
punch
the
with
damage
the
model.
240.
Yeah.
if you have a choice, which of the two would you recommend to use?
It's dependent on what situation you're being put into. If you're clearing a city, you always want the M249 because it's a lot less
Higher
heavier.
firing rate.
Yeah, that too. But it's also a lot less heavier, and the barrel is a lot shorter.
Oh, okay. Wow, that is a really long barrel.
So grab any M249 you want, and we'll start with those.
Let's see.
Is there a difference between the short barrel and the long barrel?
I don't think
Aim
so.
time? Time to aim is way different.
Do you know what the time to aim would be?
Milliseconds, but it makes a difference.
For which is greater, short barrel or long barrel?
The bigger the gun is, the longer it takes to aim it. But it's like a cut hair, but it does make a difference.
Alright,
I'll
so
take that one.
Once you're ready, find a shooting pad here and lay down and deploy your bipod. Also, one thing to note, make sure you put your earplugs in, because you're probably going to go deaf if you don't have them in, and there's 3 machine guns shooting around you.
Good call.
Okay, so, one
I
thing...
picked the worst spot.
One thing to quickly note about the machine guns,
Mm-hmm.
you almost always want to be shooting in 3 to 5 round bursts. If you're going to be spraying at a target that's about 300 or 400 meters away, which is typically the engagement range of a machine gun, you're not going to hit every shot, and you're just wasting about 50% of the bullets that you're shooting there. And obviously, you don't want to be wasting shots because it's just not effective. So when you're shooting machine gun, always try to shoot in 3 to 5 round bursts. Obviously, if the situation permits it, you can go full auto. Say there's a car coming down the road and you need to light that shit up, or it's going to dismount a whole bunch of infantry and they're going to kill your fucking team. Just go for it, spray at it. But if you're going to be trying to accurately shoot a target a couple hundred meters out, definitely say 3 to 5 round bursts. So when you're ready, just take some shots at some targets out there and get a feel for the weapon. Once you feel comfortable with the weapon, just crouch so I know you're ready. Okay. So let's go back to the arsenal box over here, or the one over there, whichever one you're closest to. Go ahead and grab an M240, and make sure you get rid of the 50 round belts, like I said. In this case, it should default them to your vest.
Oh wow, I almost grabbed fucking blanks.
Yeah, actually, I did the same thing.
Oh, that would have been funny. Sarge, I'm not hitting anything!
I can't believe we even had a mod with blanks in it.
Which ones are the
That'd be
blanks?
so embarrassing to
The
take
one
in
that
like a
says
mission
blanks.
if you don't know any
Yeah.
better.
You know what would be a funny prank to play on somebody? Go into the book bag, take all their fucking ammo. Switch it with fucking blanks.
Yeah, that'd be great.
It would be horrible.
You guys are horrible people.
So once you're ready, pick your shooting pad again and deploy your bipod. Make sure you obviously load the 100 round belts. Right away you should
This gun also puts out a lot more heat.
Yeah, the thing actually has crazy recoil.
mass of this. I'm gonna switch to yellow.
Yeah.
You can definitely feel the mass of this.
Yeah. It's a lot heavier compared to the M24.
What? That was weird. Gun jam.
Okay. Yep, that happens occasionally.
I ran it in.
Do you know if they're...
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Okay, so once you're
These
ready,
are actually a lot of fun.
crouch again. Yeah, they are.
Yeah, there's definitely a place for this thing.
Okay, so one last thing with the machine guns.
I had to do it.
So if each of you comes over here and grabs one of these ammo boxes, and I'm gonna demonstrate this real quick. There's a feature with Ace called linking belts, and it's, I don't know if it's self-explanatory, but I'll explain it. If typically a machine gunner has an ammo bearer, which is someone in the squad designated to carry extra ammo for the machine gunner, because the machine gun itself and the ammo is very heavy. And so basically, here, let me lay down here. I'm gonna deploy the bipod and just shoot a shot. So now, if you Ace interact with my weapon, you should be able to go through the option. You should see an option on link belt. Do you see that?
Yep.
Yeah, so what that does is it takes one of the belts out of your inventory and adds it to the end of my belt, so essentially it doubles the amount
I
of
do
shots
not
you
see
can
that.
shoot.
I used it already because I'm an asshole.
Yeah, it might only be once per.
Try shooting a couple rounds.
Just drop the gun and pick it up again. Let me see if that does it. Try now.
Yep, you can link belt again.
Yeah, so I guess it only works once per reload. But yeah.
Is that as long as you're deployed, or like as long as the two people are
It's-
close to each other?
I think it has to be deployed, and then you have to fire at least one shot before it shows up.
That is a pretty cool feature.
And then I think if you move, like if I get up and run away, I think it goes away.
User in your channel timed out. User joined your channel.
You there, Joe?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
My IT guy is fucking with my network connection.
Okay. So yeah, that's
I'm playing on the company server. So, yeah.
so that's
We're in
pretty
the
much
middle of doing updates.
yeah. That's pretty much all for machine guns. The main thing with machine guns is making sure you maintain trigger discipline with the 3 to 5 round bursts, so you're not wasting ammo.
Mhm.
So let's move on to grenade launchers over here. Should be the middle kit.
I'm gonna punch Ed in the head.
Not before I do. Oh, I had fun with these.
Oh my god, you guys are sliding all over the place.
Yeah, you're just frozen in place for me. You might have to disconnect and reconnect. We can wait for you if you want.
No, it's fine. I actually know what's going on right now.
You just disconnected, bro. Like, you just died.
It's gonna come back temporarily.
Can I punch Ed now or later? Sorry, we don't mean to talk about company issues. We just have a lot of serious issues with this one employee who does not like to listen when we tell him to do things.
Would you say his name was Ned?
No, his name's Ed.
Oh,
Might as
Ed.
well start calling him.
You're like, hey Ed, stop fucking around. We're playing ARMA.
Yeah.
Had a grenade, people.
Pretty much. We've had, yeah. Smartest kid, just a lot of things are lost on him.
still find that hilariously awesome that you guys are playing ARMA on like your company servers because you own a business.
Permission to just throw some rounds down the range while we wait. Of the gun, not of the grenades.
Yeah, you can shoot your gun if you want, not the grenades.
Cheers. We'll play a game.
Joining back?
Yeah, he's joining back. He's just taking care of a thing.
Okay.
User left your channel.
Really, answer your phone, please.
Do you know how long it's gonna be?
Do you know how long it's gonna be for you?
One restart.
We should probably continue without him then. He's got to restart his computer. The IT guy kind of just messed something up royally for him.
Yo.
Okay. Let's just go on with the grenade launchers.
Yeah.
So, there's two types of grenade launchers we use. I'm not going to go over the other kind because they're rarely ever used. So the main type we use is called the M320, which is the one you have in the barrel of your gun right now.
Yeah, I sent you a message and I was
A
like,
more
yo, it's
futuristic
freaking the hell out, what'd you do? And
M203, which
it
I'm sure
fucking-
you've seen before. It's got a flip-up sight on the side. What were you gonna say?
I've actually never used the M203 in this game.
I'll show
Sent
you
me
real
a
quick.
message. The freaking operating system sent
The
me.
main reason it's never used is because it has an 100-meter distance.
Oh, okay. I see the
shorter.
difference.
So I sent you a message through Task Manager. Didn't get a response back.
And with most sights in the top, this one, if you have like an ACOG or something, it obscures the grenade launcher sight because you can see it flips up on the top, whereas the one that you're using flips up to the side, so it can't be obscured.
Gotcha.
Okay, so back to the M320. So the M320 has a maximum zeroing of 350.
No, it was a new one.
Switch
It was
to the
a new
M320
Windows
and
10.
page up,
Windows
page down
finished
until you adjust the
updating and
zeroing.
just rebooted.
Should
you know,
be
it might have
fairly
been one of the
accurate
freaking.
in
Sometimes
terms
when
of
Windows installs an update, it restarts
the
twice.
zeroing and the sight and everything.
When I did a practice try over here, I was speaking to Faraday last week, and he's like, "Yeah, just go ahead and mess around." It's fairly accurate.
Yeah.
I mean, at 100 meters, I can definitely hit those squad people there. I do believe that the next line, if I'm not mistaken, is 200 meters.
Yeah, every infantry line is
So the far lines are 300. See, yeah, after 250 is where I wasn't able to hit that very far line with grenades.
Yeah. One thing real quick though, with grenade launchers, you don't necessarily have to be accurate like a bullet, since it obviously does explode. You can hit next to a target or probably within 5 meters of the target and probably still critically injure it or kill it. And obviously with grenade launchers, since they explode, you have to be careful of collateral damage with friendlies and whatnot, because they obviously, like I said, they do explode, unlike bullets. So yeah, once you're ready, try to, let's see, the broken down house in the middle line, right there, try to hit that, should be 200 meters.
Yeah, I'm logged in.
Tom, man, come over here. I think Eric should be at the wrong house.
Oh yeah, Tom, and that first house I shot at was not the house he was talking about. Like
Oh,
as I
I
was
trying to hit the farther one. I was
Yeah,
like, that doesn't look like 200.
hit the one in the
meters, it
middle.
looks
The
like
one in the
300.
middle is 200.
Do you know how far that one on the top, or not the top left, same plane of field is, but just the one that I was originally trying to hit?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Is that
They're 100.
that house? Yeah, the far house.
300 should be.
And my freaking thing is showing a warning from my network. It doesn't say anything at the moment. I just got loading to it. And apparently Windows.
So once you feel confident hitting the 200 meter, try to hit the 300 meter one just behind it.
The house or the line of people?
The broken house.
Yeah.
Alright, a little bit off there.
Yep. Yeah, anything past like 300 it starts getting a little weird, because then the wind starts to get into play, and then
What?
sometimes it just straight up misses.
Interesting.
You know.
Well, I'm actually firing just past the house is where it's exploding. Because I'm hitting that center guy behind the house. Let's try that again. Lower it a little bit. There we go.
Oh, nice.
So if you want to stand right where I'm standing, you want to bring the top of it just to the roof of the house, and your front sight for it would be just at the base. See if that's right.
What's zeroing?
I'm zeroed in with the bottom of the 350, which is the top of the 300 section, is level with the roof of that, or what's left of the second floor.
So which one?
Yeah.
Why do I have
Ooh, I
a
got it.
regular IP address?
First one was mine, I'm pretty sure.
I have an auto configuration IPv4 169.254.204.152.
Alright, so take like one last shot and then we'll move on to smoke rounds.
It's a class fucking B.
Yo, hit the far house. I'm pretty satisfied with that.
A freaking what you call.
So with these smoke grenade rounds, they are pretty complicated to say the least.
I have a fucking peeper?
I'm gonna try to demonstrate this real quick. At least in my experience, they tend to bounce a lot. So you try to shoot at something and then it just fucking bounces all over the place and does not go where you want it to. So I'm gonna try to see if it still does that. Yep, there it goes. You saw it? Look at it.
Was not looking at which way you were firing. Oh, okay, I see. Whoa.
Yeah, it is intended to hit in between the first and second line, and it went all the way behind back there.
Gotcha.
No, that's what I meant.
So one trick we like to use with the smoke rounds is you want to try to bounce it off something.
Alright. I
So
don't
like
know
the
why.
second infantry,
Why are
you
all of
see
our
that,
settings reset back to
concrete slab
automatic?
they're sitting on, and then you have the wall of that facing us. So I'm gonna try to have it hit off that, and then it's gonna bounce off of that and hit the ground.
Yeah.
It might have been over.
Okay.
It's
What
definitely
is?
over.
Alright. What is fucking? What IP address do I need for 210?
Like that. Try to practice what I just did. Try to hit it off the concrete slab there and have it land in front of it. That's 200 meters, by the way.
Did I overshoot that? I think that was the wrong grenade.
Yeah, it's not for reload
Make
smoke.
sure you
Well, I think
So I'm not gonna
the Windows
sit on
update
that for too long
fucking
because it's
removed all of my
really
network
hit or
settings
miss, honestly.
and
They
pushed them back.
really are pretty unpredictable. So the last grenade round we'll go over is the Hunt IR round. So if you scroll wheel and reload the Hunt IR rounds,
No, I know,
I'll show
but I
you
don't
to
need
use
to
those.
explain all of that to John. I have internet.
Are the IR grenades for bombers to be able to know
I'm not.
to bomb?
No, it's a little different.
Oh.
So the Hunt IR round is like a mini UAV, and I'm gonna demonstrate that real quick. So I'm gonna shoot it all the way
No,
up
I
in the
know.
air there, and you're gonna see
It's
it's
fucking
gonna
Microsoft.
deploy a parachute in a second. There it is. You see it up there?
Oh, thanks.
You guys see it?
Yep, I see it.
Okay. So now if you self-interact, go to equipment, and then activate your Hunt IR monitor. You have to have a Hunt IR monitor to do this, which you can add to your inventory in the miscellaneous section of your whatever, but the loadout should have it.
Does it matter who has a Hunt IR? Like, can we all connect to the same Hunt
Yeah, we
IR?
can all look at it at the same time.
Oh, General Dynamics. I used to work for them. That is pretty nifty.
So what you can do, you can actually move the camera around and stuff with the arrow keys.
Yeah, me too. Because that was fucking bullshit how that happened.
Oh, that's cool.
You can also zoom in with D and zoom out with A.
Wow.
And then I'm gonna shoot another Hunt IR up real quick.
Yeah.
Can switch between them if there's multiple in the air with W and S, but it's going to take a second for that one that I just shot to be able to connect to.
Windows deleted our virtual fucking switches for our entire network. That's why I was going in and out of connectivity, because I was switching off of
If
NIC
you
cards.
W and S, W or S, you should be able to switch between them. And then
Yep.
you have a whole bunch of information on the corners of that screen there. You have camera, zoom times, the position at which the camera is, the altitude, and all that. And it does have night vision with N. So yeah, that's pretty much Hunt IR. If you're going to be shooting it, you always want to try to shoot it as high as possible so it gets as much airtime. Obviously, call out to your team before you're doing that, because if they see a fucking parachute in the sky, chances are they're new.
User left your channel.
It's a enemy parachute or something, and they're gonna shoot it. And if you shoot it,
I
I'm
didn't
gonna
have
show
to
you
do
what
anything. It
happens.
went down for a split second.
Alright, can I shoot one in the air?
And then it populated.
You can shoot it in the air. If you shoot it, it falls out of the sky. Albeit very slow, definitely does.
Did the AI do that, or is that like just gonna be players shooting at them?
I don't know if the AI can shoot at them.
That's
If it's
still
Zeus controls
still
it, definitely.
bullshit
I don't know
though,
if
how
the
that
AI have
fucking
intelligence to do that
took
themselves.
us offline so easily.
I would say probably not.
Do you know what the
That's my
mathematical
intelligence.
equation is to hit it?
Yeah.
I don't know. So that's grenade launchers. We can move on to AT launchers now.
Oh
Just
my
over
god.
here.
That javelin launcher was such a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
I could not figure out how to work that javelin launcher.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty complex, unless you understand how to do it. So there's 3 or 4
I don't need it, but it would be
main
nice.
AT launchers that we use. We got the AT4, also has the M136 over here. It's an unguided fire and
No, I
forget,
don't.
or not fire and forget.
You don't have to do it.
Sorry, I'm an idiot.
If it's extra work, you don't have to
Unguided.
do it because
Just rocket. It's got a whole bunch of different variants. HE, heat, HEDP. I think it even has smoke.
yeah, don't worry about it. I don't.
But it is disposable, so that means you can't reload it. So once you shoot it, it
Yeah,
can't be
set it up
reloaded,
so I can, and
and
then
once you
when I
switch
get a chance,
weapons,
I'll
your
do
guy
it.
will automatically drop it on the ground. Next with the Moz, which is the next heavier step up compared to the M136. It is also unguided, however this one's reloadable. It is very heavy. The rockets are also very heavy. It has a sight, but the sight is, well, an optical sight, I guess you could attach to it, but the optical sight's glitched. So don't ever take the optical sight, because if you attach the optical sight, the rocket just travels like 100 meters out and then it just drops to the ground and explodes. We're unsure of what causes it. It's been like that way for a long time. So just don't use the sight, just use the iron sights. Just like the M136, that's a bunch of different ammo types. It's got HE, heat, HEDP, smoke, illumination, and I think that's it. And then you have the Javelin. The Javelin is a lock-on fire and forget missile. It's a two-piece kind of thing. It's got the obvious tube there, and then you have the CLU, which is the scope that attaches to it, or the computer that attaches to it and guides it and everything. I think it's reloadable. I'm not sure. But
I do believe it is reloadable.
Javelin will destroy almost any armored vehicle in the game in 1 hit.
they must have released a wave of updates because
With the exception of like the CSAT tanks, like the T100. That thing is a fucking beast.
I just stopped it.
The Javelin can also lock onto buildings and helicopters and jets too. It's pretty cool.
Can you lock onto people?
You know what it is? It's
I'm
fucking
not sure.
Tuesday.
But it definitely locks onto buildings. I know that.
That's why
So let's start out with the
fucking
AT4.
going south. Tuesday's the day that Microsoft updates everything.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. I was... Gotcha.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah, so let's head out here. So, if you pull out your M136 real quick, you're not going to be able to fire it right now, don't worry. Don't be cautious of clicking or anything. But to be able to make it fire, you have to press R. And what R does, it's going to flip open the sights, and then that readies it for firing. And then at that point, you can change your zeroing, you can aim down your sight, find a target, and then shoot. But we're not going to do that yet.
Yeah.
I believe, let's see what the max zeroing is on this. It's about 400. Obviously, you can probably hit further targets with that, if you're experienced with it and you know the drop rates on the rocket and everything. But I would say for now,
It
stick to
shouldn't
probably
be, but
400
that was
meters
just...
at your
I
max.
can't believe neither one of us realized that today was Tuesday.
Do any of you want to go first?
Tillman, you can go first. I've already had a
Okay.
chance to mess around with this stuff.
There.
Doesn't mean I'm any good with it, but...
Yeah, so one thing we do with the launchers is we have to clear our backblast because, I don't know if
Yeah, I
you know,
heard
in
about
Ace,
that. She
rocket
tried
launchers have
launching
backblast, and if
Yes.
you're standing behind someone with a rocket launcher and they shoot,
Like life.
it will fucking most likely kill you.
I think that does in vanilla too. Yeah, it definitely does.
I'm unsure if it does, but...
Yeah, I had an RPG when I was messing around with some friends, and I shot it at my one friend and then backblasted my other friend. We got them both really bad.
Yeah, so the launchers definitely do have backblast in this, and it is pretty devastating. So one thing we do to reduce the amount of collateral damage with backblast is you go through a procedure.
User joined your channel.
You would find your target, you would open your sights, so we're going to be shooting at the Jeep right there, and it should be 100 meters. So set your zeroing to 100. So you'd find your target, you'd aim your sight on it, and then you'd say, clear backblast, and then someone else around you would say, either backblast clear or backblast not clear, depending on the case. If it's not clear, don't fire. If it's clear, you call back and say firing or rocket or something like that to let the people around you know that you're going to be firing. And that's crucial. If you don't call out backblast and firing and everything, you're most likely going to get in trouble because you're going to damage friendlies or a friendly vehicle or something, and nobody wants to be backblasted by a friendly.
Sure.
I don't think anybody wants to be backblasted at all.
I got blackblasted once.
I know what you're talking about.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, if there's nobody around you to clear your backblast for you, just do a quick left alt, look over both your shoulders. If you don't see anyone back there, just call out firing or rocket, whichever you prefer, and then just send it. So, whenever you're ready, we'll go through that. When I come back here.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna have to let you go.
Alright, whenever you're ready, Tom.
Clear backblast.
Backblast clear.
Firing.
Alright, I'm back.
There you go.
Holy circle.
So now, switch weapons. And once it's used, it can't be reloaded or anything. You're just gonna have to get a new one from a supply vehicle or something. Okay. So, Colt, whenever you're ready.
User left your channel. User joined your channel.
I just explained.
Backblast clear.
I literally loaded in as that explosion went off.
Fire in the hole.
There you go. There you go. That's the M136. Let's move on to the Moz now.
Zero may have just rejoined us. Do you want him to head over here?
Yeah, he can rejoin. I'll probably have to
S.Zero
help him out
report
again.
duty, sir. Had some network issues.
It's fine.
Microsoft decided to fuck my whole computer up.
It's fine. Grab the Moz loadout in the middle. I'm gonna have to go through what you missed after when they're done.
Alright, copy.
For now.
Yeah, straggler.
Shut the fuck up.
Basically, what I was just explaining to them is that launchers have backblasts, and you have to clear your backblast before you fire.
Correct. I've been backblasted before.
Oops.
Yeah, it does serious damage. So, what we do to combat that is, whenever you're going to fire a launcher, you would acquire your target, you would aim your sights in on it, you would call out to the people behind you, clear backblast, and then somebody around you would say either backblast clear or backblast not clear. If backblast is clear, you would say back firing or rocket or something like that to let people around you know that you're firing. If it's not clear, then you obviously don't fire because it's not clear, obviously.
Understood.
So, and I also just went over the AT4 over there. If you look, the one on the left, that's a disposable, unguided rocket. Once you fire it, it cannot be reloaded. It drops on the ground. The one we're using now, it can be reloaded. It is very heavy. It has a much higher zeroing range than the other one. Yeah, we're gonna demonstrate that now. Okay, Tom, if you would like to go first again. Pretty much works in the same way. Oh, you dropped it on the ground. There you go. Oh, you gotta pick up the rocket again. You have to go in the inventory.
There we go.
But you have the M136, so. There you go. Okay.
How come
So
I
if
missed my
you-
push to talk button?
If you just page up and page up, or page up and page down again, you'll see it should have probably an 800 or 1000 zeroing range. I don't remember.
Yep, 900.
Yeah. So we're gonna be shooting a little bit further than the M136. Let me get a rangefinder real quick. Alright. You see the T-72 out on the hill there? I'm gonna point at it.
Yep.
Okay, so the range to that is 601. So everyone else come back here, so you're out of the backblast range, and whenever you're ready, Simon.
Clear backblast.
Backblast not clear. Come back here, Zero. Like behind the sandbags over here. Backblast clear.
Firing.
There you go. Think that hit? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. I think it was right in front of it.
If you want to try again, that's fine.
Clear backblast.
Backblast clear.
Firing.
That was over.
Wow, that was way over. The other one was closer.
Alright, go grab another round and I'll let you try again after they do it. Alright, cool. Go for it. Same target. 600 meters. Do you see the target?
Roger.
Okay, whenever you're ready.
Backblast clear.
Backblast clear.
Fire in the hole.
It's just low. Try again.
Backblast clear.
Backblast clear.
Fire in the hole. Wow.
Just high.
Why did that go so far?
What are you aiming at?
The tank that's over there.
72.
The tank with four flags behind it?
No, the one on the right of that.
I don't even see that. Where the fuck is that? This one in the woods?
No.
Looked at it.
It's one right in front of like 2 craters.
Some smoke on it. Hold on. One second.
Hold on. I wonder if my rendering range is lower than normal.
See the red smoke? It's right there.
Alright. Trying again.
1 second.
Yeah, I can see it now. Some settings are messed up.
Let Zero go now.
Go for it, Zero. Show us up.
Alright.
Make sure you go through the procedure of clear backblast and everything.
Copy.
That's very crucial. Whenever you're ready. 600 meters.
It's 600 meters out?
Yep.
Clear backblast.
Backblast clear.
Send it.
Just low.
Forgot to put my earplugs in. They were in when I first was in the room.
Alright, try it again. You should have another rocket.
Yep, reloaded.
You might need to aim a little bit low for the HE rocket, because I think it flies a little high. So
That
try
would
to
make
aim
a
at,
lot
like-
of sense.
Try to aim at, like, the tracks.
Yep. Clear backblast.
Backblast clear.
That one goes way straighter than the other.
Yeah.
And
Tell me.
I'm out of ammo.
Dang, we all did like the same thing.
Yeah, right?
Okay, I actually think I got a hand on the difference between the HE and whatnot.
Whenever you're ready, Tom.
You got this, Tom.
Backblast clear.
Backblast through. Just low.
Oh damn, I messed up the words. Clear backblast.
Backblast clear. High again.
The heck? I move it up like half a millimeter and then it goes high.
Well, the two rounds
rounds
shoot in two different trajectories.
There it is.
Alright, whenever you're ready, Colt.
Is it
Backblast clear?
Yes.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, that's probably
Backblast
it.
clear.
That was weird.
There you go. I think
Hey,
that one
we
hit.
got a hit.
I do not attribute that to myself. I attribute that to the glitch that my computer just did. But, yep.
Alright, I guess it's my turn.
0, yep. Whenever you're ready.
Clear backblast.
Backblast clear.
Fire.
That was
Oh,
high.
that was way high.
Dun, dun, dun.
That didn't go anywhere near where my last one went. Alright, clear backblast.
Backblast clear.
Fire.
I think that one hit.
No, I think I was in front of it. Not really sure. Couldn't tell.
Alright, give it one more try, Tomlin. And then we'll move on to the javelin.
Ooh, the fun stuff.
Backblast clear.
Backblast clear. There you go.
Yeah, you got that. I saw
Hey.
that travel real nice.
Alright. So, let's grab the javelin loadout here. So the thing with this javelin loadout is this one comes pre-assembled. There's not really a difference. If you want to disassemble it, you self-interact equipment, disassemble javelin, and that'll remove the CLU, which is the computer, from the launcher. This is the site and everything. There's not really any difference. Yeah. To assemble it again, you just self-interact equipment, assemble javelin, and then we'll do it again. Alright, so come out here. Grab your javelin. Let's go ahead and let's all aim at the same T-72 that we were shooting at before. Sure you have your javelin out. I don't know who that is back there.
That's me. Working on it.
It's fine. So if you look in the sight, find the T-72 that we were talking about. To lock on with the javelin, it has to be in thermal mode, and to change it to thermal mode, you press N. Now, to begin locking on, you should be able to hold tab, and then it should start seeking. And once it goes into a deeper beeping noise and the seek box turns solid green at the top, that means you're ready to fire.
That button does not work for me.
It's not working?
No.
Are you in thermal?
I am. My tab is my radio.
I pressed the caps off.
No, it's channel speak.
Go to configure controls real quick. Actually, hold on.
There's a javelin option, isn't there, under configured add-ons?
Hold on 1 second.
Weapons.
Trying to find where it's under. Okay, alright, I found it. Okay, so go to configure add-ons
Mm-hmm.
and go to Ace3 weapons.
User joined your channel.
Find the lock target hold key. You need to make that whatever key you want to lock on with.
Gotcha. Yep, it's working now.
Yep. You'll be able to hold it on a target and it should start beeping, and then once it's ready, the seek thing at the top right will go green and it'll go to a deeper beeping sound.
Roger.
So at that point you're ready to fire, but we're not going to fire yet. I'm going to show you one more thing and then we'll go through with it. So if you look on the right side in the HUD in there, you should see the green top circle is lit, right?
Yes.
So that means when you fire, the rocket's going to go up over the target and then it's going to come down from the top. That is the preferred method which you want to shoot it from, because the top is one of the weakest points of the armor. So it's going to do the most damage, but say the tank is inside of a hangar and you shoot at it and you're on top mode, the missile is just going to go up in the air, it's going to hit the hangar, and it's not going to do anything to the tank. So in that case, you would want to switch it to direct mode, which will just change it to go straight at the target. And to change that, it should be Control Tab. But, once you change it to direct, it's kind of bugged right now, you can't switch it back. The only way to switch it back is to disassemble it and then reassemble it, and then that'll switch it back to top mode.
Control tab does nothing for me. Control tab does nothing for me.
You might have it rebound then or something.
Control tab is the default change T4
Yeah, I
volume
know.
as far as I
It's
know.
also, yeah. Yeah. If you might have rebounded it, it's under configure controls, configure add-ons under H3 weapons called cycle fire mode. That's what key it would be. Check your fingers is control tab. If not, you can rebind it to whatever.
Cycle fire mode?
Yep, under H3 weapons.
Huh, mine is control tab.
Yeah, it's kind of glitchy. I wouldn't worry about it too much.
It's okay, but just rebind it to something better.
Ooh.
Alright. I'm gonna give you all a different target, and we're all gonna try to shoot in like a line, I guess. So, Tommen,
That was fucking intelligent. Okay.
shoot at the tank that you were shooting at before, or that everyone was shooting at, the one in the middle. Do you remember?
Okay.
Okay. Colt, do you see the tank above the hill on the one that we were just looking at? I
Roger.
just pointed at it.
I believe so.
You see it?
I'm trying to see it in the scope. It looks really small.
Switch to black hot. It's a little bit easier to see them in black hot.
Okay.
You want me to put some smoke on it or something? Or do you see it?
Pretty sure I see it.
I see it. I can shoot at it. You want to shoot at the one from before?
Alright, there's one
What's
before.
this?
Oh, I found it. Got it. Yep. Nope. I'm good.
Alright, it's fine. Yep, so you're gonna be shooting at that one. Don't do it yet. Zero,
Okay.
get your javelin out. I'm gonna point one out to you. See, I'm gonna point at it. Do you see it up there? It's like a APC kind of thing. Tank destroyer.
Correct. The copy, I see it.
Yep. So you're gonna be shooting at that one. So What we're gonna do, we're gonna have Tom and shoot first, and then Colt, and then Zero. So we're gonna go on go. And when I say go, Tommen would shoot, and then once Colt hears Tommen shoot, then Colt would shoot, and then once Zero hears Colt shoot, Zero shoots. Pretty simple, right?
No
Yep.
backblast,
Roger.
clear stuff.
We'll be fine. You're all in a line together, so won't be
Cool.
any backlash. I mean, there'll be backlash, but not collateral damage. Alright. You guys ready?
Yep.
Yes. Ready.
3, 2, 1, go. Awesome.
Nice.
Now all those
Tubular.
tanks are cooking off, and they should blow up momentarily.
Oh wow.
Wait for it. There it goes.
Oh, there goes one. Nice.
Beautiful. So like I said, that will one-shot almost any armor in the game. That's pretty much all for the Stinger, which it's pretty much the same thing as the Javelin. You just find the target and then lock on. So let's move on to hand grenades, I guess.
Yay. You know, the thing that Manning gave us our first mission ever. Like, oh, you guys are fine.
Are you guys certified for that? Yes.
Yeah.
I grab the hand grenade loadout. I'm going to give you all backpacks in a second that have a bunch of practice grenades in them.
Practice grenades?
Thank the Lord for G being double G to throw a grenade.
I think you're on Whispering Zero. Can't hear you.
I said thank the God for G being not throw a grenade and double G being throw a grenade.
So here's one backpack. Someone take this. Oh. There we go. Someone take that and we'll get another one.
What are you doing?
Just
And avoid incident preemptively.
Here's another one. And here's the last one.
So, blues with this.
Thank you.
Okay. Let's head over here real quick. So I assume in bronze you were told to rebind your grenade throw key to double G, right?
correct.
Roger.
Yep.
Okay. So there's another way of throwing grenades. It's the ace way. So if you press Shift G, it should pop up a grenade on your screen, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So this is the ace way. You can obviously see the dotted line and everything. That'll show you where it's going to go. If you want to change which grenade you're throwing, because you have multiple, Shift G again, and it should change.
I got my practice grenades.
If you want to change the throwing mode, which right now is just on normal throw, if you scroll up, that'll change it to toss. That's just used. You could just toss it very lightly, and we'll go over a wall or something. So say there's bad guys on the other side of the sandbag, and I didn't want to throw it all the way up there, so I'd have to just change to toss, and I would toss it right over. There is drop mode, which is not very useful for grenades. It's only useful for smoke. To access that, you press Control G, and that'll change to drop. Drop is only useful with smokes, like I said, for designating like an LZ or something. With grenades, they're kind of like launchers. They are very collateral damage prone to hit friendlies and whatnot. So just like launchers, you go through a sort of procedure, I guess, to limit that. Whenever you're going to throw a grenade, you would say frag out or something like that, and then you'd wait 2 or 3 seconds and then actually throw the grenade. Because if you don't say anything, you toss a grenade over the wall, and there's potential friendlies in there, you just blow up some friendlies, and they're not going to be very happy. Neither are admins. So, another reason we wait a couple seconds between saying frag out and then actually throwing is if you just say frag out and then you immediately throw, and there's friendlies in there, you don't give them any time to react and say friendlies inside or don't throw the grenade or something like that, you know? So, that's why we wait a couple seconds between saying frag out and actually throwing it. Yeah. And another thing with grenades is sometimes, I mean it's pretty much indefinite, that you're going to have a bad frag at least once, meaning it's not going to go where you want it to, and if you don't call out bad frag, you could potentially kill teammates in a live environment. So say I'm trying to throw a grenade inside the window there, and it misses, and it just hits below, and I don't say anything, you would probably all die, or at least get very injured. So if you make a bad frag or a bad throw, you want to say bad throw or bad frag or something like that to let people around you know that it was in fact a bad frag, Try to switch to the practice grenades and get used to throwing them. Try to hit them inside the sandbags there, inside the windows. Try to, yeah, just get comfortable with them.
Frag out.
That was an actual frag.
Oh.
Make sure you're using practice frags.
Frag out.
Frag out.
Frag out.
Frag out.
Frogger. Bad frag.
Frag out.
Frag out.
Frogger.
So once you feel comfortable with the grenade physics and everything, we can move on to actual grenades and
Frag
do a
out.
sort of test, I guess. Alright, so Jenny, you want to go first?
I'll go.
Actual grenades? Okay. So, everyone try to step back behind the H barriers over there so you don't get shrapnel.
Yeah.
Zero. So, we're gonna try to hit the sandbag circle there, so you're gonna try to hit a grenade in there.
Alright.
And then the sandbag circle to the right, and then you're gonna try to hit one in the window.
Actual grenade.
Yeah, actual grenades. You have 5 grenades, or you should have 5. Or 5 attempts, actually.
There's
There's a lot of responsibilities, sir.
You're allowed to miss 2. So make sure you're make sure you're calling them out, make sure you call a bad frag. And more importantly, after you throw it, make sure you either go prone or get behind sandbags, because it's gonna explode, obviously.
Alright. Copy.
So whenever you're ready.
Alright. Frag out.
Good. Next.
Frag out. Oh, what happened? Something weird just happened with my menu. My menu went away when I clicked throw.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Try it again, I guess.
Alright. Frag out.
Little high.
It was just over.
It was just
Try it
over.
again. Yep.
Alright.
Frag out. I think
That
that
one's
was in
short.
front
Front
of
of
it.
it.
Yeah. Just the big thing is make sure you call out bad frag if you see it.
I couldn't see it, that's why I stood up
Okay.
to look higher.
It's fine.
Yeah.
So just try to hit one through the window now and we'll let someone else do it.
Alright. Frag out.
Good. Alright, Colt, you wanna go next?
Sure.
Where are you? Oh, you're up there. So, like I said for him, the sandbag's on the left, the sandbag's on the right-ish, and then the window.
Roger.
Whenever you're ready.
Frag out. Bad frag.
That was good.
Oh. Thought that was short. Frag out.
That was bad frag.
Bad frag.
Give it one more try, and then we'll move on to the window.
Frag out. Was that also a bad frag?
Yeah, it was.
Thought so.
It's fine. Just try to hit the window now.
Frag out.
Cool. Alright, Tommen, your turn. So just like the other two, the sandbags on the left, sandbags on the right, and then the window. Make sure you call out bad frag if you see a bad frag, and call out.
How do you do a swing?
Oh, okay. Frag out.
Good.
Shit.
What'd you do?
Bad frag.
Oh god, run. God damn it. Oh,
That happened.
Hope that was fast. Get your bad luck out of there quickly.
Try not to mess around with grenades. I know that probably wasn't intentional, but
That was entirely unintentional.
I got around the corner just in time. Did you
I
just
I
die?
ace healed him. That's fine. Alright, Tommen, continue. Did you make the second one or no?
I'm pretty sure I did.
Alright, just try the window then.
Which window?
The window on the left there, the big one.
Frag out.
Good. Alright, so that's grenades. You all seem experienced enough with grenades. Are you bleeding? Do I need to heal you?
Nope.
I just grabbed a new loadout.
I fixed myself. I just had a puncture wound and a velocity wound. I did a quick clot, a packing bandage, and morphine and epinephrine.
So one of the last things we're gonna work on is medical. So, like you maybe just experienced, there's a couple different types of gunshot wounds. There's punctures, avulsions, and I forget the last one, but the main one.
Punctures, avulsions, and velocity wounds.
Yep, that's it. So you've got those three. Those are the typical wounds that you're gonna see on soldiers. They're all best treated by packing bandages. So if you have any of those kinds of wounds, packing bandages are gonna be your best friends. So you would just keep packing until the bleeding stops. We're gonna do a live example in a bit. Do you guys know how to fix somebody being in pain?
Yes.
Yes.
Give them drugs.
Isn't it 1 shot of morphine and 1 shot of epinephrine?
Yep. And there will be occasions where you have scrapes, cuts, and stuff like that. Those are best treated by just regular bandages or elastic.
Also, I've learned that the quick clot plus the packing bandages helps with the velocity puncture and avulsion stay closed longer.
Yeah. And obviously, if you don't know, after you get wounded, and even if after you bandage, there's a chance of the wounds reopening again.
Yeah.
Which then you would need to visit a medic and have them stitch you up so the wounds don't reopen. You can't do that by yourself, so you need a medic to do that for you. And then occasionally you will see maybe your screen will get less colorful, which means you are low on blood, which you would also need to see a medic and they would be able to fix you up. So,
Who wants to get shot?
you guys shoot me. So, why don't you take your pistol out and just shoot me in the leg, both the legs
Oh
once.
God, leave it to him to shoot. Once.
He said both legs.
I said both legs. Hit the right leg, hit the right
My
leg.
screen it showed up as the same leg.
There you go.
I was trying to do a skim off the corner of your leg rather than a direct
So
shot.
if you guys come over Acer and act on my legs, you should see I have a large velocity wound on each leg and I'm also bleeding. So try to treat those with your packing
I've got
bandages.
the left leg.
Yep. Also, if there's multiple people working on one person, make sure you call out what you're doing, because if
Epinephrine going into the left leg.
Packing bandage left leg.
I got the right leg.
Morphine
Also gonna be
going left leg.
administering quick clot left leg.
Morphine going in right leg.
Whoa!
no.
No,
stop it.
no, you already get
You only
morphine
get
and
one.
epinephrine.
Lost a lot of blood. I can't fix that.
Yeah, I can fix that. Actually, you didn't even give me any. You didn't even give me morphine or anything.
You didn't give him morphine or anything. Personal first aid, bandage, bandage.
That's weird.
Bandage.
So one person
Okay,
get epi, one person
I'm
get morphine.
giving morphine in the right leg, or left leg. He's morphined up. Somebody do epinephrine.
Alright, epinephrine going in.
I don't trust you.
So do not do tourniquets unless there is. I'll go over
Severe
that in a second,
bleeding.
but don't do tourniquets. Don't mix tourniquets and epinephrine or morphine.
Yeah, Zero.
You're the one that put the tourniquet on.
I learned how to do medical
Do
by
not.
doing cocktails on Colt when we first started.
Don't. Real quick, don't mix tourniquets and epi because the drugs get stopped at that part of the body and they can't flow throughout. And then once you remove the tourniquet, it's a huge rush of either morphine or epi, and then most of the time you knock the person out.
Yeah, that's so cool. I didn't realize that.
No,
like,
no,
depth
no,
to it.
no, that is not cool. Not cool.
When we
I
first
first
got
come
this
on
game
this
like
way.
8 months ago,
Ah.
I used to play mystery cocktails with him. When he wasn't paying attention, I tourniqueted his 4 limbs and put random doses of epinephrine and morphine in the limbs. He would then take the tourniquets off and fucking die.
Hey, where does check pulse show up?
It should either be on the head or the chest.
Or like
It's on the
once
head,
once
yeah.
you do it, where does like
Oh,
the
you know what?
The little
indicators
side
show up?
window that tells you what's been done will have a readout.
Once
It'll
you
either
do
say
it-
normal or
Once you do it, it should pop up a box.
I
on the
switched
top
my
right
key
of your screen
bindings.
to
Oh
try it.
yeah, I see it now.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Because
I heal myself on them.
Oh, whoops,
the
tricky luck,
this
I
button
shouldn't
used to
do
be
that.
for me, and control that was for other people, but I switched it last night, and I forgot.
So,
Did yourself.
also, one last thing
Yeah.
about medical. If there's, like I was saying before, if there's multiple people working on one person, you need to call out what you're doing and where, because, like you just experienced, if multiple people are trying to give epi or morphine at the same time, you're gonna be giving multiple doses, and then the person's probably gonna die. So,
Yeah.
always be in communication with the other person if there's multiple people doing medical on one person, which is bound to happen at some point.
hmm
Yep.
Actually, that'll happen on every mission.
The first mission we ever went on.
Every mission.
Not as bad as the first one.
Yesterday or 2 days ago.
No, you like.
Oh yeah.
First mission, we all managed to exfil. We were all in the helicopter. There was a medic already in the helicopter. Everybody was out of medical supplies. Everybody was losing blood at an extreme rate because a grenade went off as the helicopter was taking off. It was bad. Two people almost instantly passed out, and then the rest of us were just doing like emergency, like medical to ourselves and the pilot.
Bust out the tourniquets.
That happens occasionally.
So you can do the medical system and stuff while you're in vehicles?
Yeah.
Ooh.
The last thing for silver trading is just some communication stuff. There's one thing we like to do when calling out targets called the 3Ds, which stands for direction, distance, and description. So instead of saying, let's pretend that there is an infantry group up by the lighthouse up there to the southeast. Instead of just saying there's infantry that way, you'd say southeast 200 meters enemy infantry, southeast 200 meters enemy fire team, or something like that. It's a lot more descriptive and almost as short as just saying enemy infantry over there, and yeah.
Do we not give out bearings? Because I was
You
taught
can,
to do
but
bearings.
you can do either. But I was just saying
Okay.
southeast because there was direct southeast.
Okay, copy.
Next is making sure you call out if you see a teammate injured or something. So this happens way too much, and it kind of needs to change because it's super annoying, and you'll probably experience it at some point. But you'll probably get knocked out in a gunfight with an enemy, and then your teammates around you probably won't see that happen, and you're just probably gonna bleed out from being knocked out. So if you see a teammate that's knocked out or something, you need to call it out to your fire team or your medic over the radio and make sure that they know. Because if they're knocked out, they're probably also bleeding, and knocked out and bleeding is not a good combination.
Alright. Yeah, I've actually experienced that. I've been on the healing side of that.
Yeah.
We were in a building, stuff blew up. Me and the person I was giving ammo to went down hard, and the rest of the team left us. And so I was stuck trying to fix him, and everything went to hell.
Last is, I'm sure you guys know this already, but if your squad leader or fire team leader gives you a order or command, I guess, so if we said 0 and go clear the lighthouse to the southeast, and you guys didn't say anything back to him, like affirm or roger or copy or just something like that to let him know that you received the order, his chances are going to think you're probably either dead or MIA, which is not good. So if you ever receive an order or a command or something, make sure you always call back either over the radio or if you're just talking to them in person, not in person but face to face, I guess. Make sure you always relay back to them that you know or to let them know that you received the order. Last is just making sure
Thanks.
you keep clear and concise communication on the radio, because it's super annoying to hear people chattering and goofing off and not delivering quick and easy messages on the radio, which also happens way too much. That kind of needs to change. So don't goof off on the radio and make sure you're delivering clear and concise messages.
Copy.
Yeah,
Copy.
Jay Rowan just told me about that in Bronze. It's like goofing off and stuff a little bit is okay when you're talking, but
Yeah,
if you do it over the radio, it can like really fuck with the
Answer the
mission.
Yeah. So that's pretty much it. Colt and Tom and you guys are bronze certified. I need to do like 1.5 things with S.Zero.
Alright, no worries.
Cool. So that mean I can get rid of the R in TeamSpeak?
Sure, I'll do that now.
So that means we're all silver, right?
Yep.
Sweet.
Awesome.
Except
I'm
for
gonna
not
go.
yet.
Yeah, go cry to your corner. In the meantime, I'm gonna go find Blue.
Woo, member says.
I don't know where he went to.
Server group assigned.
Just wire cutters. I want to get certified for wire cutters.
Okay. Follow me, S.Zero. And we'll go do
We all done then?
Huh?
Yeah, Tillman, you're good.
We all good to go then?
Yeah, you're good to go. I'll get you update on the cert list.
Alright, thanks.
No problem. See ya.
Peace out. I'll catch you in a mission or something. Goodbye.
Yep.
Cheers, mate.
Hasta luego. Mañana. I don't know any other languages.
Hasta la vista.
Hasta la vista.
Hasta la vista.
Te luego.
User left your channel.
I think we left over the grenade launcher, so grab the grenade launcher kit.
Correct. And I am decked out with the launcher.
So, the grenade launcher is...
Yes, it is.
Ooh. I want to fire the IR grenade.
Useless. Yep.
Tillman, can you hear me? Or can you hear me? How do you salute? Hey, you up for some EOD training?
I'd be down to do it, but I technically
What?
can't do it because you don't have gold yet,
Oh,
and I
no,
don't want to be yelled at. So,
Wait, I thought you needed to have silver to do anything else.
maybe I could be wrong. Let's go ask.
Yeah, let's go ask Johnson.
Johnson.
Yeah, no, I
could
see
be
it.
completely
I
wrong,
didn't even
honestly.
recognize
I
that
thought it
as a
was,
house.
But, we'll see.
Because Zero just has to finish up his grenade launcher training, and then he's good to go as well.
If you really want to, but like remember, it takes up one of the spots for infantry certs, and it's not going to be used super often. So.
Oh, so you're telling me I can't get certified on everything?
I think it's like 3 that you can do. We specifically do that because people just they end up fighting over positions when they have. It's not a rule that exists for the sake of existing. It's an issue we have or have had a number of times. So that's why it's limited. But honestly, you can do pretty much everything. If you really were really like committed to it, I'm sure Grizz would be down to let you do it. But you would have to talk to him.
I mean, like I said, the only infantry piece that I really want to do, well, is close air support considered infantry?
No. You can
Grenade out.
just for not bugging them.
Yeah.
When I say
Hey,
infantry, so
come
only like
into my office.
I
Yeah.
did not see a splash.
It's like the certifications are kind of weird and split up like that. Like
Okay.
EOD and like a
Yeah,
radio,
firing
like one of
again,
the people who does like
300 meters.
it carries around with, like the large radios. We have like a JTAC or whatever.
Yeah.
That would be like 2 different infantry certifications, but like ground support and like armor, that's all
I
separate.
think I actually
You can have
directly
those
impacted
while
the
having
target with
infantry stuff.
ammunition.
Okay.
You could do air support and then have 2 different infantry things. It just
Yeah,
it's not
the only
super well
infantry
balanced.
thing that I really want to do, like that I'm completely adamant on doing, is marksman.
Okay. People usually get into that, and it's pretty useful. Most of the time, you'll be a designated marksman. We rarely end up using snipers.
Yeah, like
and when we
Zero and
do,
I,
it's
we
people
both
who
want to
get
do
caught
marksman for
fighting
sure.
them.
And then EOD would just be fun to do, so that if there's ever an explosive stuff needed.
It definitely, it's not like it doesn't get used, but it's not even remotely common.
And then
And there's a lot of downtime too. I'm just warning you. Like, I'll train you if you want to, but just don't. You'll when you are called to do it, it will be a lot of downtime, or you'll be called to do like, oh, we need like a specific engineering role for this mission, or like,
so are you saying that I shouldn't do it then?
I mean, you can do it if you want to, but and just warning you about what you could be getting into. It could be kind of a waste if there's really stuff you really want to do.
Well, like, is marksman and close air support are the 2 roles that I really want to do.
Yeah, you can have those and still do EOD. Like,
I was just because you're here, I figure why not. And
yeah, if you want to, just letting you know.
let me
remember what the other certs are. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, I think I have the paper somewhere in front of me.
Key documentation.
Do I have it? No, that's not it. Is that it?
I have access to I should still have access to the drive unless I fucking deleted it.
How do I go about switching to switch?
Share on me.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, there's infantry, technicals, armored air, IEDs, logistical, armored support, close air support.
Certification list.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, so infantry is medic, marksman. You have support, combat engineering, and RTO. Ground support is armored / artillery.
Yeah.
And then air support is everything else.
Yeah. So, which ones are the infantry roles? Because let me see if can you send?
Marksman, heavy support.
Can you send me that in the chat?
Sure what we're doing with that now.
Because if you send me that in the chat, then I'll take a quick look at. Oh, you know what? I do have it on here.
Listed as an instructor for this. I might not even be on the list anymore.
I got one. And then hit the ground.
All right, so let's see. We've got medical, marksman, heavy weapons, EOD, RTO, and JTAC. I definitely don't want to do that. So you've got advantage.
I'm gonna go with I can't even train you with anymore because I'm not on the fucking certification list.
Really? Because the instructors list on the Reddit has you there.
They probably haven't updated it because they update the Reddit like once every 3 months.
That's funny.
But Dave's listed as the instructor, which is good because Dave knows what he's doing because I trained him originally.
Gotcha. Can you send me that document of the certs?
I'll poke Dave. But yeah, go ask Jared just to make sure once he's not.
Oh, Faraday? Yeah, actually, I need to get marksmanship. Let me see if he's available.
Sorry?
Yeah, because if he's available for marksmanship training, then Zero and I will definitely...
Is Dave a marksman guy, or are you talking about Jared?
Jared.
Oh, yeah, possibly.
Oh, that's
Have you
cool.
seen the advanced movement system?
Oh, that's fucking cool.
The advanced what?
The climbing system?
No.
Alright, let me come show you.
Oh,
give me 1 second.
Phenomenal.
Alright, I'll hold off on that, and then I'm good. Alright, let's go.
Don't go climbing on shit for no reason, because that just looks dumb, and if you climb on, like, top of vehicles, they sometimes blow up, so...
Really?
It's really only, like, if we need to get up on top of roofs and stuff like that.
Okay.
It can be pretty useful. So I'll show you how we got up onto this roof right here.
Yeah, because I had issues climbing...
Yeah, there we go, that's the pointing function. See, I'm remembering stuff slowly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright. So I know that there's a V...
It's not a vault, it's like a separate jumping thing.
Okay.
It's set to your custom action 1, so you can set it in custom action, but let me just show you.
Yep, I've got altitude,
I don't even think I have a custom action 1.
Camera, zoom,
yeah, you need to bind it. Essentially, it's kind of separate. I seem to be glitching out, which was fine earlier. I didn't have this problem earlier.
Controls.
You know, here, I'll try to
advance. What's a custom? Where would I? Is that a C tab? No.
Nope. Go click
This is cool.
escape.
This
go to
is
configure. Go
definitely
to controls. Go to custom controls and use action 1. I set mine to
Controls.
Q plus E, so that way it's just available for my fingers.
Oh wow.
But you know.
Oh, okay.
I can literally see.
I'll do that definitely. Q plus E works.
Alright. I see this being very useful for like a freaking.
Yeah, you can just kind of
sniper.
don't do that. Get over here because you can climb the higher sections, getting stuck on the edge of the object.
Spotter.
So like get over to the right there, and you can actually get up here without falling down consistently.
Okay. So to the right, you said?
Cool.
Why do I keep falling?
Over to where I'm pointing. Are you stuck?
Alright.
Yeah. Every time I jump up, it
Yeah, you because you're jumping in a weird spot.
I have a question. Can they shoot those?
Okay, so I'll climb up in this corner here.
I'll show you. Hold on. Stop for a second.
Yep.
Get to where I'm pointing. So you off to your right, on the ground there. You also just kind of fucked yourself up.
That's fine. I'll bleed out. That's okay.
Like where that bush is, right where I'm looking.
Yeah.
Try to climb up there, because you can climb up this whole wall right here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, with how you're doing it, you're getting clipped on like the
Oh, shit. Look at that motherfucker.
Yeah, you need to be careful about what you climb because of that. But yeah, that's how I get up here. Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah.
Alright, let me heal myself real quick. What got hurt? Nothing's hurt.
This is the M136.
Might have some broken leg.
A couple different ammo types, but the one we have right now is heat, sensor high explosive anti.
Probably.
Alright.
And
is used for
okay.
armor.
We're kind of right above them right now, so you might want to try to be
Hold on, I need to go to this side because the rocket's actually blocking your voice.
Is it?
Yeah, that was weird.
Weird.
You point your gun down and I could hear you. You point it up and you'd go muffled.
So let's head out here.
Right, come over here quickly. Over to the
Okay,
edge.
so to ready the rocket, you press R and that'll open the sights.
Alright.
And at that point, it's
Face backwards and then scroll wheel and use repel self. You should be able to repel down.
you page up, page down, you'll be able to adjust the zeroing. It goes up to 400 meters. You obviously can shoot a little bit further than that if you're experienced.
I can't.
Yeah.
I don't have that of it. I can't.
So just like all the other rockets, it does
Same
have backblast.
protocol.
Yep. We're gonna shoot at the BTR out there. Do you see the BTR?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can I
so
get a
400
range?
meters.
That's 200.
Yep.
Alright.
Whenever you're ready.
Clear backsplash.
Backblast clear.
Fired.
It won't let me do it.
Oh, you're talking about the one like directly behind it?
Yeah, I was talking about like the actual BTR. And you shot, it's like it's like a GAZ.
Oh yeah. This tiny pinhole is kind of hard to see through.
Yeah.
I probably should have aimed preemptively. I kind of just faced in the general direction and then hit the first piece of armor.
Yep. So just like the grenade launchers, you have to be careful when firing because it obviously does explode.
Yeah.
But other than that, I think that's all that you missed. So
Thank you.
I'll get you updated on so you can start.
LaRouche? I can't. It won't let me repel.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Where is he? It's all for him down here.
Are you trying to learn how to repel again?
Yeah. This time I don't want to.
He's not allowed to repel. The last time he repelled, he killed our FTO.
Not on purpose.
Have they shown you? Have you shown them the? Are you gonna cover them advanced movement later, or?
They should have already been taught in that in bronze.
Okay.
Not repel. My repel button doesn't work.
Just a scroll wheel option.
Yeah, it's a scroll wheel option.
Yeah, it wouldn't show up.
That's weird.
It might be bugged.
I mean, the last time he tried repelling, he murdered somebody.
I mean, it's not my fault that an AT-AT came out of my ass and landed on his head.
It was your feet and your body at terminal velocity.
What was your question about marksman training?
I wanted to do marksman training, if at all possible.
You would have to talk to Jared or Juicebox for that.
And
the two marksman instructors.
yes, can I do it at silver, or do I have to be gold?
Yeah, you can. You're allowed one advanced infantry certification in silver, and then you're allowed 2 plus 1 support school when you're gold. So the advanced infantry schools are EOD, medic, heavy weapons, marksman, and I think there's one more.
Okay.
Hold on, let me check.
So as a silver, can I also do close air support, or do I have to wait for gold?
You have to wait for gold to
Okay.
join one of the support schools, be it air support or
So,
ground support.
marksman.
Jared's on. I just asked him.
Oh, nice. Marksman, Cass, and
EOD
EOD or something, so I can get freaking wire cutters.
But LaRouche was telling me that we should probably hold off on that, because if they need an engineer, we're them.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's more combat engineering at this point. At least that's what it was changed to. Also, Dave is now the instructor because I've been removed from the instructor list in my absence, which is understandable. So. Also, hi again, Johnson. Good to see you.
What's up?
Gentlemen, I'll be right back. I'm going to go talk to Jared real quick to see if he's available. I'm going to disable my TFAR real quick.
Channel switched.
I mean, if we need more
Channel
engineers, I'll
switched.
totally forego marksmen.
Hey, Jared.
So I can get wire cutters.
They'll just give us wire cutters.
Understood.
Oh, Jared left. So where did I go?
Is that the one where the guys got IED'd from a tire that they were trying to put down? Okay. I remember watching a YouTube video when I first joined of a bunch of EOD missions. They eventually crossed the bridge, but initially they were role-playing as like Taliban, and they were setting up an IED and trying to hide it under a tire.
Hey, Jared, you around?
Channel switched.
Hey, Gilly, you around?
Yeah, that's all I missed. I'm gonna actually go practice shooting stuff with rockets.
Channel switched. Channel switched.
Yeah, they definitely fixed a lot of the lag. Like when I first joined, it was pretty bad.
Yeah, the last map was kind of too much stuff for a training map. I mean, I liked it, looked good, but it just wasn't necessary, at least in my opinion. Much shit.
Johnson, can you check to see if my legs are broken?
Why are your legs broken?
We're in an update to the animations. Things look a bit smoother.
No?
I think so.
Maybe
ACLU, Colt.
imagining
now.
things.
Try to walk now.
That's better. Thank you.
Yep.
What was the problem?
I don't know. I
I'm
Acer
gonna
Match
go
on
see
you,
if I can
didn't
risk
say
it.
anything was wrong, so I just ACL'd you.
Awesome.
Alright, I'm gonna hop off. I updated you guys on TeamSpeak and the cert list, so
Awesome. Thank you.
no problem. See ya.
Have a good one.
User left your channel. User left your channel.
I'm gonna practice rockets for a bit.
Yeah, go for it. I'm waiting to see if Jared's around because he's there and he's not muted. So I'm not entirely sure.
You're working further and further away from me, which is making it harder and harder to hear you.
Is that better?
I don't know. You're kind of yelling in my ear now. You could just,
Sorry.
dial it down just a
Okay,
wee
so I
bit.
was talking to Jared. Well, I was talking to Jared. He just never
All right.
responded.
Now we're ready. Cooking with some bacon.
Yeah, message Jared. He did not respond. He is on. He is not muted. So I don't know.
What the fuck is that thing called again? An ATS?
So you want to play a fun game?
No, I want to freaking...
It involves you and rockets.
It involves you telling me what the fuck this one's called, because I can't find it in the list.
Which rocket?
The far left one.
That is an AT4.
Why can I not find it in the list? These are not alphabetical.
Probably not. So, do you want to play that fun game now?
No, I want to find the AT4.
Okay, after you find the AT4.
You help me find the AT4, and yes, I will play the game.
Fine.
Ah, here it is. It's called Empty. Wait, no, I don't want a fucking empty one. Is there ammo I have to carry for this?
No. Up. I got a bleep.
User joined your channel.
Why would I want an empty one? No.
Chance I still know the admin password too. They didn't change the box password.
Okay, I've now changed my mind.
Okay, so you wanna hear the fun game?
Yeah, after I grab this.
Oh, fine. You're gonna love it, I swear.
I really don't trust you.
You get to blow shit up. Okay.
And you get to run from me blowing shit up?
Yes.
God, you are a severely deranged man. Ooh.
Hey, LaRouche, you want to come for a ride?
I think they changed the admin password, which makes me sad.
I need a bag, bigger book bag.
Do you want to come for a ride?
Sure.
No, not you, Zero. We're in circles.
Which ones?
Oh, well, I don't know if this is gonna work, so we're gonna find out. We're gonna run over to that Jeep over there and see if it's operational. If it's operational, we're gonna drive around this track here, and Zero's gonna try and blow us up.
Are you trying to get me in trouble?
He's an advisor. Yes. Can you tell LaRouche to come over to the truck? His ride's waiting.
There we go.
Yeah, you here?
No, I can't hear you.
Can you tell LaRouche to come over to the truck? Because his
LaRouche, Colt wants you to go to the truck. I would not advise. He's busy playing with his dresses.
Why are you wearing a dress? Oh, never mind, not dress.
Oh shit, I just added new fucking uniform models, I think. These look a lot better.
Oh, those are cool. I like that one.
Oh, that's cool.
I think they remodeled them because they look a lot better than they did in the past and look as shitty.
Is there a vest that holds rockets?
I think there's one that can hold like a single rocket.
So do you want to hear the fun game?
Well, I don't know why I'm covered in blood. I don't know. I hurt my legs or some shit. Give me a minute.
You have one extra large bruise.
Yeah, that'll do it.
You have an extra large what?
Bruise.
Oh. Why is he bleeding from a bruise?
I don't know.
I think it's just the model gets damaged. Oh, hold on.
He's just got 2 bruises.
Got 2 bruisions. Aw, come on. I just want to put some stuff in my vest.
Alright, I'm looking at all the uniforms and remembering stuff. Alright. Where's the one with the belt? Please don't be giving me epinephrine.
It's probably giving you epinephrine.
Please don't do that.
I'm so heavy.
Alright. So the fun game is we hop in a truck and Zero has to try and blow the truck up.
I think he's gonna hit us rather quickly.
I don't think so.
Alright. Like I said, I need to be proper.
Oh, they said not to use that scope.
What's wrong with the scope?
Nothing. You'll find out.
And that means get rid of it.
Well, no. But don't get rid of it yet. Go shoot in a general direction and you'll see what's wrong with the scope. It doesn't hurt you. So when you shoot it, it goes out about 100 yards and then just drops to the ground.
That's fucking dick.
Yeah, I don't know. Go watch it.
I'm good. Not today. We'll save that for some other time. I don't know. We'll script some sort of comedy session.
Yeah, I'll be like 150 yards out.
Yeah, 151.
Blah, bloop.
Does it even explode?
I don't know. That's what I was going to do. I don't know. Go test it.
Everybody close your eyes. I don't want to do this walk.
So drop your book bag.
Oh, what the hell did I just do?
I don't know. Play bananas in your pajamas.
I walk a lot faster without this thing out. So it's at 150 yards and it just drops.
That's what they said.
Well, I can tell for a fact that that's more than 150 yards.
Which scope did you use?
What?
Huh, I guess they fixed it.
Lied to me.
No, that's what Johnson was saying.
You are a liar. Two direct hits.
Well, clearly it's working. Was that a yes or a no to coming for the fun ride?
Maybe.
Well, I'm getting in the truck now.
Alright, go ahead. That's fine, I'll catch up.
Whoa.
Shit's going real south right now for some
User
reason.
left your
Yeah,
channel.
that's what they said happens.
Oh, you didn't tell me it was gonna crash
User
my
joined
shit.
your
No,
channel.
no, it didn't. It shouldn't crash you. It should stop working. Like the gun doesn't work. It just drops the bullet.
Oh, look, okay.
Let me know when you're ready. That was me.
I'm ready when you are.
Alright.
Where are you?
I'm hiding. Alright, you ready?
Yeah.
It's fucking close, bro.
You wanna help me shoot this fruit jet? First person to hit him gets a high five. Got you, bitch. Finish him off!
Holy shit! I saw that come in front of me! Ah!
I saw somebody with a vehicle.
Yeah, that's me and dying because I'm bleeding out.
Why are you bleeding out?
Because LaRouche decided to. I just died.
That's fucking grand. What radio frequency are you on? Whoa, 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 whoa! What the fuck?
Check the goddamn fire!
You're hiding next to the dude.
Okay, I'm done. You didn't even kill me!
Piece of shit! I'm blacking out! Just finished doing medical. You're a piece of shit. You know that? Lost a lot of blood. Slow velocity. Fucking MLG is fucked with the medical. See that fucking dope ass prioritization skills? Velocity 1.6. Lost a lot of blood.
I don't even know where the fuck he's shooting me from.
I killed you with my last bullet.
That's funny.
Whoa! Friendly! Friendly! Bradley! You are a piece of shit.
Wait, you're okay. Sorry, you are not him. What the fuck is he shooting me from? I'm not shooting at you, so you're good. Alright, I'm done for the night. Alright. What time do you have class tomorrow? What time do you have class tomorrow?
Not going. I have to help Jim.
Okay. Am I going with you to help Jim?
Huh?
Am I going with you?
If you want. You don't have to.
I mean, I got nothing better to do.
Alright.
But.
I'm deaf now.
Deaf now. Yo. Where the fuck are you shooting me from?
Want me to show you exactly?
Yeah.
I moved positions 3 times.
I clearly picked the wrong ghillie suit.
Yeah, you kept cresting is what was happening, so I saw you on the skyline.
Ah.
If you were close to a bush, I actually wouldn't have seen you at all, but I just kept seeing you move was the issue, and I made sure I wasn't going to be seen. So I started my engagement from here. I was laid down from here. I'll show you the exact gun I had. I had this weapon right here.
Is that the, which one's that one? Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought you were shooting me with.
Yeah, heavy machine gun. So I started from here.
Hey, wake up.
Then you were right by the tower. You ended up running back and left up behind the rocks. Once I thought you were going to be...
See, I can't even see bushes. Oh, okay, you mean the big bushes.
Yeah. You were like the right of the tower. So once you were there, I moved back here, and I set up in like a keyhole, like literally right here, about this spot. And then once I thought you were away for long enough, I ran down. I laid down and crawled so you couldn't see me.
User joined your channel.
All the way down this way, and I ended up. I tried to use the BTR as cover as much as I could, and just waited for you to pop up again. And when I saw you, you were on the crest, heading down, like down to the left. Of the
yeah,
house.
no. By that point, I was bleeding out and had no medical supplies, so I just was like, "Fuck it, just shoot me."
Yeah, you were like right there-ish, maybe a little bit higher.
See, I thought you were shooting me from just by this tank.
No, I had moved a couple times, but yeah, this is kind of a crappy spot. I shouldn't have moved here, but
Yeah, no, the other two, there's no way I could...
If you had stuck to the top of the ridge, I would have had a pain in the ass time of seeing you. That was kind of your
That was
issue
my
there.
bad.
I'm complaining, just saying, you know.
Yeah, well, no, actually, no, I'm glad you did, because to me, I was in the grass that we see here, but when I'm looking at that mountain from here...
It's only so effective. It's kind of a pain in the ass with how ARMA deals with the grass, because you
Yeah.
sink into it at a distance, but it's weird with the terrain generation or how the terrain loads in. If you'd been slightly further back, I wouldn't have seen you. But, like, to me, like,
Yeah, like, the way that my graphics are right now, the grass that we see here, I don't see it on the hill. I only see the trees.
yeah,
I only
don't
see the
either.
discolorations.
The thing is, ARMA doesn't render it out there, but it raises the ground level higher than it should be.
Ah,
which is why
okay.
weird stuff happens. It's the only way you can simulate grass at a distance and still have it be effective, which is why at a distance things sink into the ground. It's not them sinking, it's the ground physically being rendered higher than it should be.
To account for grass.
It's weird, yeah, essentially. To give
That
some
is weird.
sort of concealment, which is why things can just disappear into the ground at good enough distances, which gameplay-wise isn't horrible, but it looks kind of shitty.
Yeah.
But it's either that or you have no concealment at all at a distance, so, you know.
I really like this playlist.
Yeah, this is an okay gun. I don't like it that much. It's just you need to be laying down to use it, otherwise it's shit.
Yeah, no, I would not stand up and use that gun at all.
Yeah, I mean, you can barely carry any ammo for it, which is why I don't really use it. Like a SAW or like a 240 is way better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I could change the map for us if you guys are getting bored of this or whatever.
Well, no, actually, we have a lot of fun on this training map just for the sake of us messing around and being able to do stuff. Like, it has everything that we would need if we...
If other people get on, let's try not to just fucking shoot wherever they are, because that will piss people off right away if they're actually trying to practice or stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Which does happen sometimes.
Well, most of the time, Zero and I play during the mornings, because in general, there's nobody on.
Yeah, most people are late
you know, like at work.
Yeah, at work, or, you know, who knows.
Alright. Well, I gotta wake up at some point tomorrow, and the earlier I go to bed, the better.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna get off to get some food and maybe do a little bit of some other shit for a while. It's good seeing you.
Yeah, man, you too.
I'll get back into stuff and I'll actually be around.
Yeah. Well, like I said, if you want during the day, if you ever see me or Zero on, we're probably in here somewhere around, screwing
not for,
around.
The next couple weeks, because like I literally started my summer job like a week, not even like this week, like 2 days ago after not doing anything all summer. So that goes for like 3 weeks, but then I have like another month. Like August is completely free, so I'll be on more then. But I still plan on joining during the weekends when I can, and I'll be on during the night. But
well, during the weeks when we don't have missions, Zero and I would probably be in here. Like, once again, just messing around. Like, doing what we did teaches you how to hide better and, you know, shoot and move.
Yeah.
So we just make up scenarios. Like, if it's he and I, we'll come up, like, fun games. Like, for example, the driving the truck around until you can blow it up.
Yeah.
You know, you're aiming at a truck that's stationary. That's not really...
Admin, you know, you can spawn shit in. But, I don't know. That... I was gonna say, I'm usually way shittier with like moving position and stuff like that because I'm used to fighting AI, but you know.
Well, that's what I'm trying to convince Grizz. Like, once Zero and I get more certs underneath us, I want to put an actual like physical people on the enemy side.
Oh yeah, we do sometimes do that with AI missions. We'll have like a specific group of people if they're doing RP roles, or just if we want to have player enemies. But we have done PvP missions in the past. The issue is balancing. People expect it to be be balanced for both sides, and they're
not. No. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, pick 4 people.
In my opinion, like it's not.
Like, I would have the majority.
Like one side is sometimes going to get steamrolled, and people just get pissy, and it just turns into a shit fest, which is why we try and don't do them as much as we used to, because it would just turn into a fucking hour of arguing in TeamSpeak, and then somebody would get pissed off, and it's like, alright then, yeah, sure, you know.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think it'd be cool to have, like, 4 regular people play on Op 4. You know, teams of 2s, and then have the AIs be the regular AIs that they would normally use, with just 4 people on the other side.
Yeah, and we do different missions, different factions. Like we played Op 4 before.
Well, I'm just picking Op 4 and Blue 4 for just because we're here.
Yeah.
That's just the two names that I happen to know off the top of my head. Yeah. Just because I think that adds a bit more fun to the game of the I'd rather be on the enemy team. I want to see how many of y'all I can fucking kill before I die.
Yeah. No, we've done a couple of missions like that. Sorry,
so
I'm tired.
No, you're good, dude. I'm freaking exhausted. I'm gonna head to sleep because I just.
Oh, we have I forgot we have this.
Oh, that's cool.
Mossing with a rail.
Oh, we'll play with that later. But in the meantime, I'm gonna head out. So
right.
You have a great night and catch you later.
Yeah, I'll probably see you sometime later this week if I get a chance to turn back on.
Yeah, peace out.
Yeah.
Channel switched.
Damn it, I was gonna freaking hop in a jet and blow you guys up.
Oh, that would have been funny.
Yep, I have no throttle or any of the main buttons. Apparently so a selective amount of buttons on this work.
Disconnected.
That's fucking obnoxious.
Oh shit. Grand Dave just
Connected. Channel switched.
Hey, I can. What are you gonna do?
I'm capable of being tender.
Once he gets hit with your dick, they're gonna be numb for life.
I definitely came in the wrong part of that conversation.
No.
Hey, Decult.
So you came in the right part of that conversation.
Hey, Decult.
Yes,
I have
Grand Dave.
never paralyzed
Can you come up to the gaming room 1 real quick?
Yeah, no worries.
I have more
Maybe
control
now's a
over it
good
than
time.
that.
User left your channel.
Okay, about the EOD training.
User joined your channel.
Oh god. About the EOD training, because we are doing a rework on EOD and it's going to be changed over to combat engineers,
Yeah.
I want to put Marshall and Jadison through it first because they asked first, not because I want to, put you out of having it.
No. It's okay. Blue and I talked about this already. I actually, because I'm only just becoming a silver today, and I only get 1 advanced infantry, I'd much rather be a marksman infantry before anything else.
Okay, but once you get gold, you can have 2, so.
Right, and then I would either, I'd probably do that, just for shoots and giggles, but I'd want to see what you guys are changing it to before saying, yeah, I'm going to do EOD if it's becoming just a combat engineer.
I mean, it's still going to entail EOD, but we're adding a few things on, so that's... We're not taking anything away, we're just adding shit too.
Gotcha.
Oh god, I'm so down.
I will pass that information along to Zero as well, since he's still, philandering inside the training rounds.
Alright, because I've got you and Pankovic that asked me today.
You can throw.
I'm gonna have
let
to
me
say
check
you
with.
two.
Let me
What?
check with Zero because I actually have Zero sitting right next to me.
Zero wants to do it. Wait, you guys have been here before. I remember your names.
Yeah, we've been here before. We actually played 2 days ago. We just had a mission.
No, like months ago.
Oh yeah. Back in December we were playing, and then both of our systems crashed, and we've spent the last 8 months revamping them to make it work again.
Christ, what happened?
So Zero and I own a business together, and we decided to be really cool bosses and create a gaming room so that our employees and us can use our business internet to play ARMA specifically. And our lead IT guy was like, oh my god, you guys are going to play on the internet? I got to change all the security protocols. So he locked all of us, the entire company, out of everyone's machines.
I hope he got fired.
No, we just made him redo everything. He ended up blowing out. He blew out the server, Zero?
He blew up what?
What did he do to the server?
He fucking locked us out of core features.
Yeah. He locked us out of core features, is what Zero says. So, no, we just made him do all of it all over again. We actually had to wipe the whole server and reinstall it several times because there were some issues with it trying to get installed.
Jesus Christ.
It's okay. We're up and running now with a little bit of hiccups, but for the most part, we're going.
Yeah,
But like I said, we really didn't look past Marksman and close air support for training, because those are two ones that we definitely, without a doubt, really want to do. Unless there's also a special forces training, then we would also like to do that. We just assumed that we would need to get...
SFOD was a mess the last time I checked, and I don't think it's changed. Unless Dave has some information.
Okay. OD, there's been a lot of like questionable, like questioning and reworking and shit. The teams have been dissipated. It's just OD. I don't even know what they're gonna do with it at this point.
It's probably up in the air. It's
OD's like, it's not a thing that you can apply to, but that's when they open it up. It's not an ever open thing.
Right. And that's something that you'd have to wait. Like, if I did...
They do it like, what, it was like half a year, but now I think it's like yearly or some shit. I don't know.
Okay.
So,
But at the end of the day, like, I could... if I have EOD and Marksman, it's not like I can get... Or once the application opens up for it, it's not like I can get OD. I'd have to drop one, correct?
No, OD will take over your rifleman.
It's a separate.
So it's like bronze, silver, gold, then OD is optional.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because like, look at my set list. It's EOD.
Yeah, I was looking at
heavy
that.
weapons, which I don't use anymore. Ground support and OD.
Gotcha. I don't even see heavy weapons, to be honest. I only see ground support, EOD,
you can only
SF.
have 4 battalions, so heavy weapons is the one that's not up here.
Otherwise, everybody'd have like... It'd be like a North Korean medal parade. Everybody'd have like a shit ton of them.
My character just died in the middle of an
Dave, is my my EOD map still alive? The one that I added the like
I
stuff
think
to?
it is, but we're just gonna start using the BCT map just to consolidate.
But I spent so much fucking time.
I know you did, and I don't even like.
Okay, but how are you gonna use the basic training map for all the EODS shit and like everything else? I didn't make it so I could make extra work for myself. I made it because